Adhesion are bands of scar tissue that form inside the body. Adhesions are the body's natural response to injury, infection, inflammation, trauma, or radiation therapy. In most people, this natural healing response, internal scarring, goes unnoticed. Yet in others, the adhesions become problematic, just as a vine can take over everything in its path. Problematic adhesions begin to encase internal organs, even fusing neighboring organs together. The victim of this disorder may begin to experience abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, constipation, back pain, even bowel obstructions, a life-threatening emergency. When illness strikes, the dreams for life quickly fade. Laughter turns to tears. Days are spent in doctor's offices and going out for tests. A sense of fear and dread begins to loom. Though ill, anticipation rises. You need an answer. You seek an answer. For the person who suffers from adhesions, however, that answer may never come.
Hello, my name is Charla Macklin. I'm 25 years old and I live in Cordova, Tennessee. And I'm an aspiring actress.
How did you end up with an illness known as adhesion-related disorder?
I ended up with adhesion-related disorders due to prior abdominal surgeries and endometriosis.
How did the doctors treat your disorder? Did the treatments help?
Well, at the time, the doctors didn't really diagnose me with adhesion-related disorder. I was being treated for so many things as far as endometriosis, IBS, IC, which is interstitial cystitis, spastic colon, and all those other types of things. And they just gave me medicines for it. And
were you on a lot of medication? With the medication, did you feel better? What were your activities?
Before the Germany surgery, my activities were just, I was basically bedridden. I gotten down to a point where I couldn't keep any food down. My bowels weren't moving correctly. I felt like I actually literally was gonna die. And before I even read about Karen Stewart and Chris Tyne, I never knew that you could actually die from this disorder. I never knew that you could. And I have been told by so many doctors here that you can't die from adhesions. That's completely wrong. And I advise you, if you're in that position, get it done, because this can kill you. If the pain alone doesn't kill you, it'll drive you into insanity. But my activities were just nothing. I didn't have a life, and it was sad. I was 24, 25 years old and bedridden, and nobody even that young should be going through something like that. Life should be happy and fun, but for me it wasn't.
So, you were still living a life of pain when you decided to seek help in Germany?
Before I went to Germany, I was still on medications, and even before the surgery, the medications weren't helping that much. That's why I knew I had to go to Germany. I was on so much strong medications that I did not want to live the rest of my life dependent on medicines. I mean, even after the surgery, you still have a little pain. But for me, the surgery was a big help, because I'm not on as much medication as I was before, and my activity is better. And I just feel like a different person altogether. I mean, it's just amazing how different my body feels and how different my body is operating on the inside. getting the surgery done in Germany, I just feel different. And even my bowel movements are regular. And I couldn't feel any better as far as the adhesions are going. I just feel different. A good different.
What does Dr. Kruschinski do that is different from the surgeries you had in the USA?
The doctors in Germany are so much different from the doctors in the US. For instance, all of the doctors and the surgeries in the US use a gas insufflation during the surgeries, which leaves you more uncomfortable with gas and everything else in post-surgery. Whereas Dr. Kruschinski uses minimum gas, and he uses a lift device that opens up the stomach, and it doesn't risk more adhesions, which people don't let you know that the carbon dioxide gas, it tends to cause more adhesions. It breaks down the cells in your stomach, which, hey, causes more scar tissue. But other than that, the nurses, they're so much better to me. Better bedside manners. They help you, and even the way that they do the medications is good different. He believes in using as little medications, pain medications as possible, but making your stay and making your recuperation as comfortable as possible. And the good thing about it is the nurses are always on call if you have a problem. Even if it's like 2 in the morning, you don't have to wait for the doctor to give you an okay, you can do this, or he's always on call. He's always helping. He will come to the room and follow up with his patients in person before they discharge you. And even the stay there was superb. So that was the best experience, a hospital experience that I've ever experienced. Is right down to a T. It was amazing.
How have you felt, and what has changed about your health and life since the surgery by Dr. Kruschinski?
After the surgery, I felt so much better. Like I said, I don't have to use as much pain medicines, but what I am going through is strictly gynecological problems. But other than that, as far as the adhesions, they are gone. I don't have any pain in my stomach from where my bodily functions weren't going correctly. In all honesty, my health has not been as great as it has since I've gotten the adhesion surgery. And life has been very, very hopeful. I don't sit around thinking, why is life going to pass me by? Am I ever going to get over this? Am I ever going to be whole again? I know that I'm going to be whole again. I know that I'm going to be better. And I will say, if it wasn't for the Germany trip, if it wasn't for just hope in general, and God saying, look, there's more to this than being on pain medicine. There's more to this than getting trigger points and nerve blocks. There's more to this. There's something out there that you can do, and it doesn't require you laying and wasting your life away. So life has been great for me so far. And like I said, I'm still going through things, but I know that this is only temporary and it's part of the recuperation process. But I'm doing amazing. If I had to do it all over again, I would.
Great. Are you going to actively promote awareness of this crippling illness?
Because of Dr. K and Karen Stewart and Chris Tyne, I don't think I would have gone through this. I remember there was a time after the first surgery, I was in a great deal of pain, I'm not gonna lie. And I was saying to myself, no, I can't get through the second surgery. I can't do it. And I was told by Chris, no, Dr. K is not gonna let you leave before he checks you again. I promise you, you're not gonna leave before he checks again. That's how I know that Dr. K is a good doctor. And Dr. Kruschinski, he is absolutely thorough, but he is the best surgeon that I have ever had. And because of that, my health has been great. What can I say? Dr. K, go to Dr. K. He's always available to answer you and your questions, even on Facebook, even on the site. He's always there to answer you. I mean, you can email him at like midnight and he'll respond to you. It may take him up to like an hour or so, but he will respond to you.